I'm Ben Hooper, and this is your UPI Odd News Minute for Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. A search involving tracker dogs and thermal imaging drones is underway in Queensland, Australia, after a Tasmanian devil escaped from a wildlife park. The Paradise Country Park in Oxenford said the 2-year-old Tasmanian devil, named Mary, escaped from her enclosure on Tuesday morning. Mary had just arrived at the facility in May. Lauren Mosley, the park's curator of native and exotic wildlife, said Mary's means of escape from her quarantine enclosure are a bit of a mystery, but zookeepers suspect an abnormally large leap was involved. The search for Mary entered a second day Wednesday, as sniffer dogs and thermal imaging drones were brought in to help search the area surrounding the park. Al Mucci, a University of Queensland adjunct professor and captive animal management expert, said the marsupial is likely staying close to the facility. He said she would be at home in the natural bushland surrounding the park and might take shelter near a log or even in a dog kennel. Tasmanian devils no longer live in the wild on the Australian mainland, and fewer than 25,000 remain in the wild in Tasmania. Moving on from a real-life Looney Tune on the streets to a structure made entirely of sheets, a blanket fort designed by Nevada high school students officially broke a Guinness World Record when it was confirmed to cover an area of 14,103 square feet. Clark County announced the fort, designed by students from West Career and Technical Academy, was constructed at the Desert Breeze Community Center with help from local volunteers and sponsors including Las Vegas Grand Prix, Atlas Crane, Foster Kinship, and Leverage LV. An official Guinness World Records adjudicator was on hand to confirm the structure was large enough to officially break the record for the largest blanket fort at 14,103 square feet. The previous record, set in South Carolina in 2024, stood at 12,291 square feet. Guinness World Records rules required there to be no gaps in the fort larger than 1 inch, the sheets all had to touch the ground, and the inside had to be spacious enough for a person to comfortably sit. For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit UPI.com. Follow the UPI Odd News Minute on YouTube and TikTok. Did you ever make blanket forts when you were a kid? Share your best tips and techniques in the comments.